everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I did a video. I don't really have too much content to do right now, but I thought I would give you a little life update on what's been happening here in the household with all of my animals. So I'm just kind of want to go through each one of them and just tell you how they're doing and you know, what they're doing and all that fun stuff. So first I'm going to start off with my perfectly healthy animals, and we'll go to animals that are not so healthy. So, first off, I just want to give you an update on Piper, my cat. I'll grab her for you. Give me 2 seconds. So this is Piper, my cat. I'm not sure how often you've seen her on this channel. She's just a cat. She's my black baby. She was a rescue that I took in about 11 years ago now. So she's getting up there in age. But she's healthy as a horse. So I haven't had any issues with her. So she's doing great. Living the cat's life. Loves her scratches. Say hello. Yeah, so cat's doing fine. You can see my parrot up in the top corner up there. That's Phoenix. Again, he's doing great. There's no updates to do on him because he's just living the life. Aren't you, buddy? He'll probably start screaming sometime in this video because he's like, who are you talking to? So you'll hear him probably eventually. We'll see. But yeah, he's living the great life. My snakes, Ember and Eve and Farron. Farron you don't see very often in this video because he's not exceptionally friendly, so I can't really hold him without taking my life into my own hands. So I don't, as long as I don't have to, I don't. But he's doing great, and Eve and Ember are doing superb. They're going to be actually fed today, so they're raring to go. So I'm not really going to take them out right now, but they're doing great. The dove back in this cage over here, Lebanon, he's doing great, which is very shocking to me because he did lose his mate about a year ago now. And normally when one or the other passes on, the one that's left kind of like pines for the one that they've lost, and they just essentially give up on life. They'll stop eating and drinking, and they'll just kind of like pine away. But it's been a year and he's doing great. So the animal kingdom, what can I say? He's doing great though. The other one that's doing great is over in the cage, no, over in the cage down here. You could just barely see it. Is my one sugar glider, Rose. Rose is a single sugar glider. I think I've said this in past videos, but I can't remember what video I said it in. Probably one relating to sugar gliders. That because of health issues that she had and still has, she cannot be put in with any other gliders. But she's doing great. She's not showing any signs of depression or anything like that. She's doing absolutely superb. So I think she was just meant to be a lone sugar glider. There are some out there that are meant to be alone, even though not recommended. Do not keep your sugar gliders alone. If you have one, you need two. But yeah, she's just an exception to the rule, and she's doing great. My other sugar glider that I had, however, the white one you've probably seen on this channel, Evie, unfortunately she did pass away. I have no idea what happened. She was showing absolutely no signs of illness or anything like that. The one day I had her out, we were doing our tent time, I trimmed her nails, we were hanging out, having a grand old time. That night I gave her her food. And the next morning when I got up, I noticed that she hadn't eaten quite all of her food. And I'm like, well, you know, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes I misjudge and just give them too much and they just can't eat it all. So I didn't think too much of it, but I was like, that's a little strange because I don't think I overjudged, but you know, okay, whatever. And then that night I went to feed her again. And it was like a daily routine. Every time I went to feed her, she'd always come out of the pouch. I'd give her her treat. She'd go eat her treat while I did her food. It never failed. And this particular night, she did not come out of her pouch to come get her treat. And so I was like, that's not normal. So I went in and checked on her, and sure enough, she had passed away in her one pouch. So it had happened probably early in the day. Again, she was showing absolutely no signs of illness or anything like that. I had literally just had her out and she was totally fine. So I'm really not sure what happened there. Unfortunately, sugar gliders are notorious for hiding illnesses extremely well, and by the time they show them outwardly, it's normally either really bad or too late. So it's really important to just like keep an eye on your sugar gliders, keep checking them over for any signs of injuries or illnesses or anything like that, but there are times when they just don't show it. She was only 4 years old, so she was really young, and, you know, I really don't know what happened there. The only thing I can really think of is maybe like a heart attack or a stroke, or I don't know, but unfortunately she did pass away. So I just have Rose now. Yeah, so that was one animal that's not doing too good. The other animals that I have left now are Nova, my ball python, and Komori, my dog. And I left both of those to last because I'm actually going to show you Nova, because I've had a lot of questions of how is Nova doing, how big is she now, how much is she grown, and all that fun stuff. So, because she's just a baby, she's just over a year. August, September, October, November, December, January. She's a year and 5 months now, so just about a year and a half. And so she's still just a baby. She's still growing. She's doing great. I could not be more happier with her. She's never refused a meal at all. I was kind of worried about that because in doing research and stuff, I had heard that ball pythons were kind of known for going on hunger strikes for like months at a time, and I was like, you know, if that happens, I'm gonna be so worried about her. But so far so good. She has not gone on any hunger strikes. She has not refused once. So she's growing like a weed. I will show you her in a second here. So yeah, she's doing wonderful. Komori, my dog, if you've been following on this channel, you'll know that he is now 12 years old and he is battling cancer. And unfortunately, it is a terminal cancer. He's not going to get better from it. There really is no treatment for it. He started with a growth in his right ear, and where it was situated, and he was 11 when we found it, and he already had previous health issues. He's always had bad kidneys and stuff like that. So just previous health issues, how old he was, where it was located, they did not, they being the vets, did not suggest that I do surgery on it because they were not confident that he would make it through the surgery. So I never did surgery, and that growth is just massively grown. And now the cancer's just spread. It's everywhere, essentially. So as my vet explained it to me, he is on palliative care, meaning we're just keeping him as comfortable as possible for as long as possible and just taking it one day at a time. And yeah, what happens, happens. I'm praying that I do not have to make the call to put him to sleep. I'm praying that he will do that on his own when the time comes, but I'm not hopeful on it because, yeah, in the past, I'm gonna say month now, I've really started to see him decline. I don't think he's in too much pain yet. I think there are times when he is definitely uncomfortable, but I don't think he's in pain. Like, he's not whimpering, he's not whining, he's not doing anything like that. So I don't think he's truly in pain, which is good, because if he was, I would call it. I'm not going to let him suffer. But he is getting weaker. I've noticed, so you know when dogs lie down, they do the whole spinny thing and then they lie down. So I've noticed when he's doing the spinny thing, sometimes he just loses his balance and falls down. When he gets up, like when he's been lying down for a long time, or sometimes not even a long time, sometimes even a short time, and he goes to get up, he's very slow at getting himself up, and it's just like he's stiffened right up, and he has trouble doing that. When he's standing, instead of having his back end standing up on his 4 feet, he will hold it down. Like, his back legs don't really have the strength to keep his body up for any long periods of time. What else? He's getting very slow going up the stairs. So obviously I'm in a basement suite here, and so to go outside he has to go up a flight of stairs, and he's getting very slow at doing that. He could still do it, but whereas before he just used to barrel on up them, now he just like plods one step at a time. So he's getting weaker doing that. So I am definitely noticing a decline in him. When his end is going to be, I don't know. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be a year from now. I don't know. We're just going one day at a time, and we are essentially, I'm going to regular vet visits with him, just so that they can check up on him and just keep a really close eye on him. And yeah, so I am going to show you him first. I am going to say that this is going to be graphic and not very pretty. His ear is constantly bleeding, and it's constantly leaking and stuff like that, and it's all over his fur, and he's very skinny. He's not keeping weight on his body anymore. The cancer's just eating it all. So he's very skinny. So it's not going to be a pretty sight, unfortunately. So if you do not want to see that, pause the video here and skip to this time frame. Okay, now that all the people that don't want to see that should be gone, I'll take you over and I'm going to show you him, and then you can kind of see how he's doing here. So let me just grab my camera. I got it in my tripod, so bear with me. I'm not going to pause this, so just bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to flip my camera and I'm going to show you kind of what he's looking like, but yeah. Okay, so this is my boy. Hi, my boy. He's very skinny, as you can see, like right along this ridge. That's his spine, like you can definitely see him. This is the ear down here. That's all icky. So yeah, you can't really see the extent of it on camera because he's a dark dog, but he's not doing overly great. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's him. Yeah, it is what it is, right? Like, oop, he's actually up now, so I can show you. There he is. There's you, old man. Hi, old man. Yeah, as you can see, like, he's super skinny. These are his ribs. Super, super skinny. His spine's right there. So, yeah, he's not doing overly great. Yeah, I know that you're bugsome too. It is what it is. That's the joys of having a dog with cancer. So, yeah, he's still holding his own. He's still here. For how much longer, I don't know. But, I guess we'll find out. I'm loving him up and giving him the best possible last days as I can. And, we'll go from there. But, I'm going to go get Nova now so that I can show you how she's doing on a happier note. And I will be right back. Okay, guys, so I just have to be a little bit careful with her because it's her feeding day, so she's kind of hungry. But this is Nova. There you go. That's the chunky one. That's how big she is now. She is very big. That's a little monkey. That's her coloring now. White belly. I'm just being careful with her because, like I said, it's food day. She knows there's food around. It's literally sitting right there, so I'm just being careful. But that's her. That's how big Nova is now. So she's getting there. She's still got a lot of growing to do. The breeder thinks she's going to max out probably around the 6-foot mark. She's definitely not there yet. So, but they're not classified as adults until they're somewhere around 4 years old. So she's still got a while to go. But yeah, that's her. She's doing great. Okay, so that's it. Nova's eating now, and everybody is essentially doing great. I lost a sugar glider, unfortunately, and Komori is what he is. I do want to say, and I know some people might come at me for this, but I am already making plans for the future. I am planning on getting another dog after Komori leaves me. Some people might be like, how could you stand to get another dog that soon after, you know, this? And, you know, my answer is you do you and I'll do me. Everybody's different, you know, like some people only ever have one dog, and after they lose that dog, they just can't stand to have another. And then some people need time. Some people need a few years, a few months, whatever the case may be, before they can consider getting another dog. For me, I've lived my entire life with a dog in the house. I was literally born into a house that had 2 dogs, and I've had dogs growing up my entire life. I got my first dog when I was in grade 5. My parents bought her for me. That was a little lady. I don't think you've ever seen her on this channel. She passed away before I started YouTube, but I can put a picture of her here for you. That's a little lady. And I got her when I was in grade 5. We grew up together, and she passed away at a ripe old age of 16. But when she passed away, I already had Komori. So I've literally, like quite literally, never been without a dog. So this space in between Komori passing away and me getting my new puppy it's going to be hard. I'm not gonna lie, it is really going to be hard for me. I don't know how long of a space that's going to be. It all depends on if the breeder that I'm going to be buying from has puppies or not. If she has puppies ready to go, I will literally get another puppy the week that he passes. Like, the sooner I can get a puppy, the better for me, because then I can switch my focus onto that puppy, and it will help me get over losing Komori. So am I replacing Komori? I've had a lot of people already ask me, like, how could you replace him like that? I'm not replacing him. There is no replacing him. There literally will never be another dog like him. It's the exact same thing as I didn't replace Lady with Komori. They're completely different dogs. And that's just how that is. I'm not replacing him. I'm just trying to move on and continue to live my life, which I have to. So I've already been collecting items. I already know what kind of a dog I'm going to get. I do not know if I'm getting a male or a female. Kind of all depends on A, what the breeder has at the time, and B, personality. You know, if I have my choice between a male and a female, I'm going to look at what that pup's personality is and see what I think best fits me. So I'm not saying whether I'm getting a male or a female because I don't know. In these next few videos, you might hear me refer to her or to him or to it. It means nothing because I don't know what I'm getting yet. I know what kind I'm getting, and I know what breeder I'm getting it from. The breeder that I'm getting from lives in Alberta, which is the province over from me. So I'm going to be traveling on a weekend to go get this puppy when the time comes. I'm going to take you on my journey. Be prepared, because I am taking you on that journey with me. In between Komori passing and me getting a new pup, I will be doing a puppy haul video and showing you everything that I've gotten for my new puppy. I'm not going to do that yet just because I haven't collected everything yet. And I just want to do it all in one video, so I'm not going to do that yet, but that will be coming, so look forward to that. And then look forward to, I think probably I'm going to do the first 48 hours with my puppy. So it's just going to be kind of like a vlog style video where I just like pop in and every now and then I'll let you know how the first 48 hours with my puppy is going. Most people only do the first 24 hours, but I'm going to do the first 48 because the first 24 we're going to be traveling. The first night that I'm going to be with my puppy, I am going to be in a hotel room because I have to travel 9 hours one way to go get my puppy, and I just don't feel that it's good to travel 9 hours with a little puppy. So coming back, I'm going to split it into 2 days. So yeah, the first 24 hours we're going to be in hotel rooms. Depending how it works out, the first 48 hours might be in hotel rooms. I don't know. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I'll either do the first 48 hours or the first 72 hours. We'll see how it works when the time comes. There is a possibility that the breeder might be able to meet me a bit closer so that I don't have to drive the entire 9 hours. So if that's the case, then it'll probably be the first 48 hours with my puppy. But if I have to go the entire 9 hours to go get the dog, then I might do the first 72 hours in a video. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I have plenty of time to think about it. But that's just some videos to look forward to in the future. I don't know when in the future that is going to be happening. It all depends on him, depends on my breeder, depends on her dogs. And so, yeah, I'm not sure when, but eventually those videos will be here. After that, I'm also planning on doing a training series with my new puppy on here. So if you've never had a dog and you're interested in how to train a dog, or if you do have a dog but you're having issues with training your dog, or if you're just curious, that might be the video series that you want to watch. So we'll see. Those are just videos that are coming in the future sometime. Don't know when, but sometime. Until then, if you haven't yet, please follow me on my other social media accounts like Instagram and Twitter. All the links are in the description box below. Sorry. But that's where you're going to see all the things front and center. So for example, when Komori does pass away, I will post on my Instagram and Twitter letting you guys know that he's gone. But it probably won't be until a few days or maybe a week or so after he passes before I post on here on YouTube. Just because, you know, videos take time to make. And so, yeah, if you want up-to-date statuses on what's happening, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and you'll get the blow-by-blow. You'll also, when the time does come, be meeting my puppy first and foremost on Instagram and Twitter, because I will be posting photos, and I'm even possibly thinking of doing an Instagram live from the hotel room the day that I get my puppy. So you'll be able to see what kind of dog I get, if it's male or female, you know, what it looks like, and all of that on Instagram and Twitter first before you see it here on YouTube, because I will have to come home and edit all of the videos that I'm going to be taking together and then post it. So it might take a couple or 3 days for me to get it up on YouTube, but you will see the blow-by-blows on Instagram and Twitter. So if you want step-by-step, real-time, follow me there. But that's the video for this time. It wasn't much, but I just kind of wanted to pop in and give a quick update on what was going on, because I was having people message me and ask me how Komori was doing and how the rest of the animals were doing and stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted to let you guys know what was going on, and also update you that Evie did pass away. So there you go. There's my life update. We'll see you soon, I hope. I hope I can think of another video to do. If there's anything that you want to see or any questions that you may have, please feel free to comment and ask them, and I will do my best to make another video answering them. But until then, I don't really have a lot of ideas of what I want to film, so I might not be back for a little bit. We'll see. Hopefully Monsieur Komori over there still lasts for quite some time, so hopefully I won't have that bad news anytime soon, but who knows? Who knows? We will see. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.